Good morning, students. So today we are going to learn modulus of a complex number. Modulus of a complex number. So you know that in a complex number, அப்படியா திருப்பி ஆரம்பிக்கணுமா? சரி சரி இது இருக்கட்டும், அது இருக்கட்டும். எக்ஸ்பிளனேஷன் திருப்பி இருக்கட்டும். ம் சரி சார் போயிடும். சரியாயிட்டா? ம். Good morning, children. Today we are going to learn about modulus of a complex number. So, complex number, you know that it has a real part and an imaginary part, and the real part and complex number we take it as z. So, the real part of z is taken in the x-axis and the imaginary part of z is taken in the y-axis. So, consider a point P, x comma y. So we have also seen that complex numbers can be taken as an ordered pair. So P will take it as x comma y. So draw a line perpendicular to the x-axis PM. So this gives you x and this is taken as y. And this distance, that is from the origin to the complex number, gives you the modulus of z. So it is nothing but we have seen in Pythagoras theorem, square of the hypotenuse is equal to sum of the squares of the other two sides. So based on that we get modulus of z is equal to square root of x square plus y square. Therefore, modulus of a complex number is a distance of that number from the origin to the complex plane. So now, so if z is equal to x plus iy, so modulus of z is nothing but it is equal to root of x square plus y square. So for example, consider I. So what is modulus of I? I is nothing but 0 plus 1i. That is the real part is 0 and the imaginary part is 1. So this is equal to, in the place of x we are having 0. So 0 square. In the place of y we are having 1. So 1 square. So it is equal to root of 1 square, which is equal to 1. So similarly, we'll take 2y, 12i. So what is 12i? So it is modulus of 12i is equal to root of 0 square plus 12 square. So it is equal to root of 12 square, which is equal to 12. Then consider 1 minus 4i. So what is this? Root of 1 square plus minus 4 the whole square. So this is x square and this is y square. So it is equal to root of 1 plus 16, which gives you root 17. Okay, now coming to a note. So already we have seen in the previous exercise z bar. So what is z? If z is equal to x plus iy, then we have seen that z bar is x minus iy. So that is a conjugate of x plus iy. So how we multiply this also we have seen already. So we get x into, this can be done like this also, x into x minus iy plus iy into x minus iy. So as we do it in algebra, it can be done. So what is it? X square minus ixy plus ixy minus I square. Value for I square is 1. The minus 1. Therefore it becomes plus 1. So plus y square. Therefore, you get x square plus y square. So, remember that always z bar is equal to x square plus y square, and it is nothing but modulus of z the whole square. So, this is a result. So, modulus of z square is equal to z bar. So, now we will see the properties of the modulus of a complex number. Properties of the modulus of a complex number. So, previous exercise we saw the properties of the conjugate of a complex number. So, here we are going to see the modulus of a complex number, properties of the modulus of a complex number. So, the first one, as we saw already, modulus of z square is equal to z bar. Second one, modulus of z1 into z2 is nothing but modulus of z1 into modulus of z2. Third one, modulus of z1 by z2 is equal to modulus of z1 by modulus of z2, where z2 is not equal to 0. Then fourth one, modulus of z1 plus z2 is less than or equal to modulus of z1 plus modulus of z2, and this is also called as triangle inequality. Then the fifth one is modulus of z1 minus z2 is greater than or equal to modulus z1 minus modulus of z2. Then the sixth one, modulus of z power n can be taken as modulus of z the whole power n. Then seventh one is real part of z is always less than or equal to modulus of z, and the eighth one is imaginary part of z is less than or equal to modulus of z. So, these are the properties of a modulus of a complex number which we will be using in doing problems. So, now we will prove this fourth inequality. So, this inequality is called as triangle inequality, which is an important question. So, state and prove triangle inequality. So, triangle inequality. So, for any two complex numbers z1 and z2, modulus of z1 plus z2 is always less than or equal to modulus of z1 plus modulus of z2. This we can also state like this, that is the sum of modulus of the sum of two complex numbers. Modulus of the sum of two complex numbers is always less than or equal to sum of their moduli. I repeat once again, modulus of the sum of two complex numbers is always less than or equal to sum of their moduli. So, now we are going to prove this triangle inequality. So, consider the left hand side. So, modulus of z1 plus z2. So, we know that modulus of z square is equal to z bar. So, now you consider modulus of z1 plus z2 the whole square. So, it is equal to z is nothing but here z1 plus z2. So, z1 plus z2 into z1 plus z2 the whole bar. So, using this property, this is written. Now, is z1 plus z2 into, we have seen in the previous exercise, conjugate or sum of the conjugate of two numbers can be written as the conjugate of the sum of the numbers. So that is z1 plus z2 the whole bar is nothing but z1 bar plus z2 bar. So now ordinary multiplication. So what you get? z1 into z1 bar. Then plus z1 into z2 bar. z1 into z2 bar plus z2 into z1 bar plus z2 into z2 bar. So ordinary multiplication we have done. Now by this property again, z1 into z1 bar can be taken as modulus of z1 the whole square plus z1 z2 bar you write as it is, and this can be taken as z2 z1 bar can be taken as z1 into z2 bar the whole bar, because we know that z2 bar is equal to z2 and z1 bar. So we get the this term. So these two terms are the same. Plus this is z2 the whole square, modulus of z2 the whole square. So it is equal to now modulus of z1 the whole square plus modulus of z2 the whole square plus this is nothing but z1 plus z1 bar. So it can be taken as we have a result 2 into real part of z. This also we have seen in the previous exercise properties. Therefore, this is z and this is z bar. Therefore, z plus z bar gives you 2 into real part of z. So, it gives us 2 into real part of z1 into z2. z2 bar. So, it is equal to now. Now, again we have a result. A real part of this we have seen in this exercise. So, real part, that is properties of a modular of a complex number. Real part of z is less than or equal to modulus of z. Therefore, this becomes now less than or equal to modulus of z1 square plus modulus of z2 square plus 2 into modulus of z1 into z2 bar. So now this is less than or equal to modulus of z1 square plus modulus of z2 square plus 2 into this is modulus of z1 into modulus of z2 bar, and we know that modulus of z bar is equal to modulus of z. Therefore, this can be taken as modulus of z1 into modulus of z2. So, what form it is now? This is a square plus b square plus 2ab. Therefore, it is less than or equal to modulus of z1 plus modulus of z2 the whole square. That is, we get modulus of z1 plus z2 the whole square as less than or equal to modulus of z1 plus modulus of z2 the whole square. Now, taking the positive square root. Taking the positive square root, we get modulus of z1 plus z2 is less than or equal to modulus of z1 plus modulus of z2, which proves us the triangle inequality. Now coming to distance between two complex numbers. So if z1 and z2 are two complex numbers, then the distance between these two complex numbers is nothing but that is distance between them. Distance between these two complex numbers is nothing but this modulus of z1 minus modulus of z2. So if you take z1 is equal to x1 plus iy1 and z2 is equal to x2 plus iy2, then z1 minus z2 is equal to x1 plus iy1 minus of x2 plus iy2. So it is equal to x1 minus x2 plus I into y1 minus y2. Therefore, modulus of z1 minus z2 is the distance between the two complex numbers, and it is equal to root of x1 minus x2 the whole square plus y1 minus y2 the whole square. So distance between two complex numbers can be found by using this formula. Now, if you take z1 and z2 as vertices of a triangle, then by similar argument we also have modulus of z1 minus z2 is less than or equal to modulus of z1 plus modulus of z2, and modulus of z1 minus modulus of z2 is less than or equal to modulus of z1 plus z2, which is less than or equal to modulus of z1 plus modulus of z2, that is by triangle inequality. Also we have modulus of z1 minus modulus of z2 is less than or equal to modulus of z1 minus z2, and from the previous first one which will be less than or equal to modulus of z1 plus modulus of z2. So these results you should know, which we will be using in the problem. Now we'll come to the exercise. So exercise 2.5. 2.5, first question, we'll do the second subdivision. Find the modulus of the following complex numbers. So 2 minus I by 1 plus I plus 1 minus 2I by 1 minus I. So first we'll take the LCM. So LCM is 1 plus I into 1 minus I, and so we cross multiply here. So 2 minus I into 1 minus I plus 1 plus I into 1 minus 2y. So this is equal to, what about the denominator? We have seen already that x plus iy into x minus iy is equal to x square plus y square. So remember, always as a result, a plus ib or a, you know that a plus b into a minus b is a square minus b square. So based on that we get this. So because I square is minus 1, we get x square plus y square. So remember all this as a result. So this is 1 square plus 1 square, and here we have to multiply. So when you multiply the real part into real part, 2, then imaginary part into imaginary part, minus into minus plus I square is minus 1, so we get minus 1. Then we are going to find the imaginary part. So I into, we multiply the real with the imaginary, so minus 2I, so minus 2, then imaginary with the real, so minus 1, plus similarly the same, real into real part, so 1 into 1 is 1, then imaginary into imaginary part, minus 2I square is minus 1, so we get plus 2 here, then plus I into imaginary with real is 1 and real with imaginary is minus 2. So this is equal to 2 minus 1 is 1, and this is minus 3I plus 3 minus I. So it is equal to, by 1 square is 1, 1 plus 1 is 2. So it is equal to 1 plus 3 is 4 minus 4i by 2. So numerator 4 is common, it can be taken out. So 2, sorry. So 4 into 1 minus I by 2. So 2 goes here 2 times. So which is equal to 2 into 1 minus I. So now we have to find the conjugate. So conjugate of the complex number is nothing but modulus of the number, complex number. So modulus of 2 into 1 minus I. So it is nothing but 2 into root of so it is equal to square root of 2 square plus 2 square, which is equal to root of 4 plus 4, which is equal to root 8. Now coming to the next question, third subdivision. So third subdivision is modulus of 1 minus I the whole power 10. So we know a result. We know that modulus of z power n is equal to modulus of z the whole power n. So now we are going to find the modulus of this. So it is 1 minus I the whole power 10 modulus we have to find. So using this result, it is equal to modulus of 1 minus I the whole power 10. So what is it? Square root of 1 square plus 1 square the whole power 10. So it is equal to root 2 power 10. So we know root 2 into root 2 is 2. So this becomes 2 power root 2 into root 2 is 2. So you get 2 power 5. Then coming to the fourth subdivision. Fourth one, modulus of 2i modulus of 2i into 3 minus 4i into 4 minus 3i. So we know that modulus of z1 into z2 is equal to modulus of z1 into modulus of z2. So here we have three terms. So it can be written as it can be extended to any number of terms. Therefore it is modulus of 2i modulus of 3 minus 4i into modulus of 4 minus 3i. So it is equal to root of 2 square into root of 3 square plus 4 square into root of 4 square plus 3 square. So it is equal to root 2 square is root 4, which is 2, and this is root 9 plus 16, which gives you root 25. This is 16 plus 9, so again it is root 25, and 2 into root 25 into root 25 is 25, so which gives you 50. So first one can be taken for homework. Now coming to the second question. Second question, for any two complex numbers z1 and z2 such that modulus of z1 is equal to modulus of z2 is equal to 1, where z1 and z2 not equal to minus 1, then show that z1 plus z2 by 1 plus z1 z2 is real. We have to show that this is real. So in our previous exercise, we have seen that z is real. Z is real if and only if z is equal to z bar. So this is a property we have seen. So now we'll consider this as Z. So Z is equal to Z1 plus Z2 by 1 plus Z1 into Z2. Now given that modulus of Z1 is equal to 1. So we know that modulus of Z1 square is equal to 1 square, which gives us modulus of Z1 square is Z1 into Z1 bar, which is equal to 1. So from this we can get Z1 is equal to 1 by Z. So Z1 bar is equal to 1 by Z1. So similarly Z2 bar is equal to 1 by Z2. So now we will take Z bar. So what is Z bar? Z bar is equal to Z1 plus Z2 bar by 1 plus Z1 into Z2 bar. So this is nothing but Z1 bar plus Z2 bar by 1 plus Z1 bar into Z2 bar. So it is equal to, we have seen already, Z1 bar is 1 by Z1 and Z2 bar is 1 by Z2. So 1 plus 1 by Z1 into 1 by Z2. Now take LCM. So LCM in the numerator is Z1 into Z2. So we get Z1 into Z2. So this will be Z2 plus Z1. And denominator also LCM is Z1 into Z2. So this will be Z1 Z2 plus 1. So now this will get cancel. So it is equal to Z1 plus Z2 by 1 plus Z1 Z2, which is equal to Z. So we have proved that Z bar is equal to Z. So which tells us that Z is real. Hence we have proved this problem. Now coming to question number 3. Third question. Which one of the points 10 minus 8i, 11 plus 6i is closest to 1 plus i? So among these 2 points, which one is closest to 1 plus I we are going to find. So we will take this point as A, this as B and this as C. So now we will find the distance. So distance between A and C. So we have already seen that distance between two complex numbers Z1, Z2 is equal to modulus of Z1 minus modulus of Z2. So this is modulus of 10 minus 8i minus of 1 plus I. So it gives us modulus of 10 minus 1 plus I into minus 8 minus 1. So it is equal to 9 minus 9i, modulus of 9 minus 9i, which gives us root of 9 square plus 9 square, which is equal to root 81 plus 81. So which is equal to root of 162. Similarly, we have to find the distance between B and C. So distance between B and C. So distance between B and C is equal to modulus of 11 plus 6i minus of 1 plus I. So it is equal to modulus of 11 minus 1 plus I into 6 minus 1. So it is equal to modulus of 10 plus 5I. So it is equal to root of 10 square plus 5 square, which is 100 plus 25. So root of 125. Now when we see here, square root of 125 will be surely less than square root of 162. Therefore, the distance between B and C will be less than the distance between A and C. So, we come to a conclusion that the C is closest, that is B. Therefore, B is closest to C. So, that is 11 plus 6I. 11 plus 6I is closest to 1 plus I. Okay, then coming to the next question. Question number 4. Fourth question. Given modulus of Z is equal to 3. Then show that 7 is less than or equal to modulus of Z plus 6 minus 8I less than or equal to 13. So here we know that modulus of Z1 plus Z2 is less than or equal to modulus of Z1 plus modulus of Z2, which is the triangle inequality. So now you consider modulus of Z plus 6 minus 8I. So this we take it as Z1 and this is Z2. Therefore, it will be less than or equal to modulus of Z plus modulus of 6 minus 8I. Given modulus of Z is 3. Therefore, this is 3 plus and this gives us square root of 6 square. 6 square is 36 plus 8 square is 64. So, which is less than or equal to 3 plus square root of 100. Square root of 100 is 10. Therefore, we get less than or equal to 3 plus 10, which is 13. So, we get modulus of Z plus 6 minus 8I is less than or equal to 13. So, now this we take it as number 1. Now, also we know that modulus of Z1 plus Z2 is greater than or equal to modulus of Z1 minus modulus of Z2. So, this modulus of Z plus 6 minus 8I is greater than or equal to modulus of Z minus modulus of 6 minus 8I. So, which is greater than or equal to modulus of Z is given as 3 and this we have seen it is equal to square root of 100, which is 10. Therefore, it is greater than or equal to modulus of minus 7, which gives us greater than or equal to 7. So, this you take it as number 2. So, from 1 and 2 we get 7 is less than or equal to modulus of Z plus 6 minus 8I, which is less than or equal to 13. Similarly, we can do the next question also, that is question number 15, but it will be, 5, it will be little different. Given modulus of Z is equal to 1, then we have to show that 2 is less than or equal to modulus of Z square minus 3, which is less than or equal to 4. So, here also similarly the same result, modulus of Z1 plus Z2 is less than or equal to modulus of Z1 plus modulus of Z2. So, here you consider modulus of Z square minus 3 as modulus of Z square plus minus 3. So, it will be less than or equal to modulus of Z square plus modulus of minus 3. So, it is will be less than or equal to modulus of Z is 1. So, 1 square is 1 and modulus of minus 3 is 3, which will be less than or equal to 4. So modulus of z square minus 3 will be less than or equal to 4. So this is equation number 1. Then we also see that modulus of z1 plus z2 is greater than or equal to modulus of z1 minus modulus of z2. Therefore, modulus of z square plus minus 3 is greater than or equal to modulus of z square minus modulus of minus 3. So, which is greater than or equal to modulus of 1 minus 3, which is greater than or equal to modulus of minus 2, which is greater or equal to 2. So, this we take it as 1. So, from 1 and 2, we get 2 is less than or equal to modulus of z square minus 3, which is less than or equal to 4. So, hence we have proved this. Now, coming to question number 9. Ninth question, show that the equation z cube plus 2z bar equal to 0 has 5 solutions. So, we have to prove this has 5 solutions. So, now consider this. So, from this we can write z cube is equal to minus 2z bar. So, z cube is equal to, take modulus both the sides. So, modulus of z cube. So, by the result we can also write this as modulus of z the whole cube is equal to modulus of minus 2 is 2 and modulus of z bar we know it is equal to modulus of z. Therefore, we can write this as modulus of z. Therefore, this is modulus of z cube minus 2 into modulus of z is equal to 0. So, from this we can take modulus of z out. So, we get modulus of z square minus 2 is equal to 0. So, from this we get modulus of z is equal to 0 and modulus of z square minus 2 is equal to 0. Now, we know that modulus of z square is equal to z bar. So, z bar minus 2 is equal to 0. Therefore, from this z bar is equal to 2. So, z bar is equal to 2 by z. So, now this we will substitute in the given equation. So, what is the given equation? Z cube plus 2z bar is equal to 0. Therefore, it is z cube plus 2 into, we have found that z bar is 2 by z. So, 2 by z is equal to 0. So, now taking LCM, what is LCM? Z. So, this becomes z cube plus 4 is equal to 0. So, from this we get z power 4 plus 4 by z is equal to 0. So, we get z power 4 plus 4 is equal to 0 because cross multiplying this z becomes 0. So, z power 4 plus 4 is equal to 0. So, from this is a equation of power 4 or degree 4. So, we get 4 roots from this, 4 solutions from this equation, and previously we have found that modulus of z is equal to 0. So, modulus of z is equal to 0 is a result. So, here one solution and here we have 4 solutions. So, totally therefore, we say that, so this is one solution, this is one solution it has, and this has 4 solutions. 4 solutions. So, totally we say that z cube plus 2z bar is equal to 0 has 5 solutions. Hence, we have proved this. Thank you.